My name is Greg Bogosian, and I love everything about New England. Each week, I travel the region searching for adventure. And along the way, I visit the places and the people that make New England extraordinary. This is New England like you've never seen it before. This is New England Traveler. "1978 was a great year. Watching my uncle win the Beverly Bowling Championship, dreaming of being there myself someday. Seems I've waited my whole life for this very moment. To be a champion, a kingpin." In today's episode, I'm here at Wamisit Lanes in Tewksbury, Massachusetts, to explore the history of a very popular yet frustrating New England sport. I'm talking about Candlepin bowling. Now, the only question is, am I going to be a kingpin or spend my afternoon in the gutter? Got my bowling shirt on. Let's go find out. I grew up in Beverly, Massachusetts, the North Shore, or as we call it, the Not Shore. Growing up, I loved all the major Boston sports teams. I'm a true Bostonian, but I gotta be honest with you. Like most families in New England, we loved playing and even watching Candlepin bowling. Johnny, tell me about the history of Wamisit Lanes and how you got into bowling.
It was actually my father's idea back in 2014. He's a big bowler, and he wanted to build something with me in a first-class family entertainment center, and this was our concept. That's how we got into it.
Johnny, what is the reason why you brought Candlepin bowling into such an incredible entertainment complex like this?
Well, Candlepin bowling has been a New England thing for many, many years.
There are several things that are unique to New England. Things that originated here, like fluff, New England clam chowder, Fig Newtons, the wooden golf tee, and, you guessed it, Candlepin bowling. Well, they get the best of both worlds here, right? They have Candlepin, which is obviously a historic New England iconic sport, and then you have 10-pin right next door to it, which is pretty amazing. Here's a little New England Traveler fun history fact for you that I bet a lot of people just don't know. The first bowling alley in the White House was installed in President Truman's administration in 1947. The bowling alley has been featured in a variety of events, including a 10-pin bowling competition. However, President Truman himself wasn't much of a bowler. The White House bowling alley has since been moved to the Eisenhower Executive Office Building. There's a lot more going on here at Wamisit than Candlepin.
Yeah, well, you'll see a 45,000 square foot entertainment center. We have both Candlepin and 10-pin bowling. It's a luxury 10-pin and Candlepin center, first of its kind in the entire world, which was a great hook for us. And we've got an arcade, we've got golf simulators, we've got outdoor patio, and we've got a bar, full liquor license, and great food, by the way.
You also have comedy. Talk a little bit about why you brought comedy to Wamisit.
We're very unique with our space. So our golf simulator room, we turn into overnight a unique comedy spot where we have Dave Russo come in and host a lot of our events in there.
Look, in a trend in the comedy now, people get offended. I don't do any negative jokes with women I act. I don't do it. First of all, I'm single and I need one of you people.
We do open mic nights, we do karaoke and stuff like that. So we get creative with the space that we have, and it's a great turnout. We can pack in about 180, 200 people in that room, and it's an enjoyable thing to see.
And speaking of enjoyable and hilarious people to see, Dave Russo is a nationally known Boston comic who occasionally brings his act to Wamisit. I met up with Dave at the Lanes and got a front row seat to one of the funniest acts in New England. Here with comedian, TV host, entertainer, Dave Russo. We're at Wamisit Lanes playing Space Invaders. How can you beat that?
I'm gonna punch this guy in the face. All right, how much money we playing for? Come on, let's play for medication.
Dave Russo, comedian, actor, and host of Russo on the Road, has appeared on many television shows over the years, including 2 appearances on The Charlie Moore Show. But it was the appearance on the 1996 The Entertainer, hosted by Wayne Newton, that really sparked Dave's career.
Dave, growing up, I was a big fan of Wayne Newton, and you were on The Entertainer with Wayne Newton. Talk about that a little bit.
A lot of people don't know that in 2005, I was on a reality show called The Entertainer. Runner-up for $1 million. Wayne Newton chose, out of 10,000 people, chose 10 people. I was pretty much runner-up for $1 million, and that's why I'm here at Wamisit Lanes with you right here in Tewksbury in the 01876.
Dave, you're a nationally known comic, you're an accomplished TV host, but you also have another trick up your sleeve. What else?
A lot of people don't know this about me. My nickname growing up, the ballerina. Because a world-acclaimed dancer back in the day, did national commercials for Dunkin' Donuts, Sugar Babies, candies. I'm a breakdancer. Why? You want to battle?
Yeah.
You want to battle with the King Pooh Bah? I don't think you do.
I definitely don't want to break dance with you, but I think I want to bowl with you.
You want to bowl against me? I call that battling. All right, let's do it.
Ready to go? Let's do it. Let's go bowling.
So I gotta come clean. Full disclosure, the last time I went bowling was with my wife and kids several years ago. Hopefully, Dave is just as rusty. As for me, I'm gonna do a little light reading and hopefully sharpen my game.
I'm a sore loser. I want to let you know that. If I'll break, I will break if I don't win right now. My reputation's on the line. And I think we got one. Come on! How do we lose that right there down in the middle of the focus? All right, 7 championships, 6-time Boston Comedy Co-ed softball champion. We're gonna work on that. That's how you do that one. Thank you.
Okay. Oh!
Gutterball.
I don't know, I got like what?
You know, I gotta tell you something.
6?
Good form. I'm a little nervous when there's 2 balls. That big ball, even if you're not a good bowler like Greg, you can still potentially get all of them down. Oh, he could be 2 for 2. What is going on? And that's how you get 2 spears in a row.
All right, this is it. Basically, last ball of the game.
Noonan.
I suck. All right, that was super embarrassing. Dave took me down 2 games to none. Hey, I never said I was good at bowling, but one thing I am good at, eating. And competition makes me hungry.
Wamisit Lanes obviously has an incredible amount of amazing entertainment, but they also have an unbelievable menu. You have burgers, personal pan pizzas, but what my choice is today is this delicious looking fish taco. Let's take a bite. I know what you're thinking about bowling alley food, right? But I will tell you, Wamisit Lanes has an incredible menu. I'm in a bowling alley eating a fish taco. Are you kidding me right now? And guess what? It's good.
Wamisit Lanes? Fish taco? Yeah, honestly, that was good. When I grew up, lunch at a bowling alley meant a stale bag of Lay's and a soda from an old vending machine. But enough about 8-year-old me in 1978. Truth be told, I would have been happy with a peanut butter and fluff.
You know, Candlepin bowling is today known as a very wholesome, family-friendly sport, right? Well, it didn't always start out that way. Back in the early 1900s, Candlepin alleys were found in the back rooms and basements of bars, saloons, taverns, and even gambling houses. Not exactly a family-friendly environment.
Here's a little backstory on Mike Morin. Mike has had a 53-year career as a radio personality, TV weatherman, and, wait for it, Candlepin bowling TV show host. He has appeared on more than 290 episodes of Candlepin for Dollars and Candlepin Stars and Strikes. I think I'll stay in my lane and let the expert do the talking.
Mike, give me a little background about the history of Candlepin bowling, how the whole thing was invented, who started it, when did it happen?
Well, the guy who is
accused of inventing this game that maddens so many people these days. Justin White, in 1880, opened a pool hall in Worcester. Then another guy who was kind of his co-inventor, an itinerant pool player, or hustler as I would call him, came, and instantly he and Justin struck it off like they had it together. So within about 10 years, they perfected the game from little skinny broomsticks to what the pins are today, a couple inches bigger, and it was off to the races until it finally got big because of TV.
But the tiramisu cocktail, I'm down with that.
Wamisit Lanes. Well, getting the opportunity to meet head kingpin Donnie McLaren and learn all about Wamisit Lanes' operation was pretty cool. The food has been a strike. In bowling terms, that means good. Come on, people, try and keep up. It's a bowling show. Now, listen, Donnie was spot on about the food. Now, how about the drinks?
One of our more popular drinks here is the chocolate tiramisu martini. So you're gonna start off with taking your shaker, filling it with ice. Then you're gonna take 2 ounces of tiramisu. You're gonna go 1 ounce of vanilla vodka. Then you're gonna take 1 ounce of chocolate Baileys. You're gonna give it a good shake. You're gonna take your martini glass and you're gonna rim it with Hershey syrup. That's our chocolate tiramisu martini.
I am a big fan of martinis. I am not, however, a big fan of tiramisu dessert. Right in front of me is a tiramisu martini. Put those two things together and, well, we're gonna try it. Well, I have nothing to say except this is actually a darn good drink. Cheers.
I have a lot to say. He's been trying this for 20 years. It's simple. You're a big fan of martinis. We got that down. But you don't like tiramisu. We got that. But this is a tiramisu martini.
Yes.
And he just tried it, and by his reaction, I'm thinking I don't even know what the answer is. Okay, I'll let you know. Hold on. Yeah. If you like chocolate and you like alcohol, this is your drink while you're bowling over here at Wamisit Lane. All right?
That's it.
No, you're done. You're all set.
I'm
We're on
done.
Commercial break because you need a break.
I do.
Okay?
I need another martini.
Corner pocket. Let's go.
Here's a little NET history nugget for you. Charlie Moore, aka America's Mad Fisherman, and I have been best friends since meeting in 1984 at Beverly High School. Yeah, that's right. We're both Beverly Panthers. Best friends since 1984, and today, as you can clearly see, the bromance continues.
Well, let's talk about the history of Candlepin bowling on television because this became a sensation, right? I mean, talk about that.
Right from the very beginning, 1958, it just went crazy until it didn't in 1996 when it unceremoniously disappeared from the airwaves, sadly.
Talk about the differences between Candlepin and traditional 10-pin bowling.
Scoring is pretty close to the same, except in Candlepin bowling, as Homer said, you get 3 balls instead of 2. The biggest thing, though, is the equipment. The pins and the balls weigh about the same in Candlepin bowling, which makes it really, really difficult. Versus 10-pin, which is a 4 or 5 to 1 ratio, the ball is that much heavier, the pins go down easier, and Candlepin bowling, people hate 10-pin bowling. Oh, that's so easy. You can score a 250 game. Well, it's not quite that easy, but Candlepins is way harder.
But it's also a family-friendly thing that you can take because the balls are small. You can take your little kids there and really grow them up in the sport.
Greg, that's a really good point because people that are older and don't have as much strength or mobility as they once did, kids can start out by they put these little bumpers in the gutters.
I think I need those.
We can arrange that. and so it's starting to build a new generation of bowlers, but with television going off the air on Channel 5 in 1996, it's been a slow slog back to popularity, but there is a good future.
Released on July 26, 1996, the movie Kingpin was directed by New England natives Peter and Bobby Farrelly. It starred Woody Harrelson, Randy Quaid, and Bill Murray. And yes, the movie is about bowling. As for which balls they used in the movie, well, they're big.
Donnie, you're from New England. Tell me a little bit about you.
I got a family entertainment center, but I am terrible at bowling. I'm not a big bowler. But I am a big sports fan, big hockey fan. I love the Bruins. I got season tickets, have for a bunch of years.
This place must be absolutely bumping during an episode of Charlie Moore Outdoors or at the Boston Bruins, right?
Oh yeah, we are. We're big fans of Nesson and Charlie Moore and the Bruins. We got a lot of people in this place watching the Bruins.
Oh my God, this place must be absolutely exploding when the Bruins score, or any Boston sports team for that matter. This is an amazing place to watch a game.
Yeah, it's a great place to watch a game for anything, whatever sport there is. There's a lot to choose from. We've got over 100 TVs in the building, so take your pick.
One of the few places in New England that you can actually watch a game while you're playing another game, which is kind of cool. But what amazes me is the food. Talk about the menu and the cocktails, what you can experience here at Wamosett Lanes.
It's a huge facility, and there's a large community here to support. So we've got anything from pizzas, we've got anywhere from steak tip, a full steak, and our cocktails, mocktails. We've got a variety of different options.
Are you kidding me? 141 yards? I think I got more grass than ball. You know, a lot of you probably grew up Candlepin bowling as a kid. I certainly know I did. But what you may not know is that Candlepin bowling was invented right here in Massachusetts, in Worcester, in 1880 by a guy named Justin Pop White. The sport was later perfected by a guy named John Monsey out of Hadley, Massachusetts, who standardized the size of the balls and the pins, making it uniform throughout New England. That's a pretty cool little fact.
Candlepin bowling on television was big in New England. Shows like Candlepins for Dollars, Candlepin Stars and Strikes, and of course the flagship show, Candlepin Bowling, hosted by Don Gillis, made everyone associated with Candlepin bowling huge stars.
The celebrities that came out of Candlepin bowling, these guys were actual celebrities.
They were actually, seen by more people than the Bruins, the Celtics, the Patriots, simply because they had more raw number, more eyeballs watching them every Saturday, anywhere from, say, 200,000 to 500,000 people. Now, somebody like Tommy Olsta, who was on for 22 weeks in a row at one time, multiply that many impressions times, say, 300,000. Wherever he would go, delivering his Lay's potato chips in local convenience stores. That's what he did for his day job. He would always be recognized, and people couldn't make that connection. Wait, I see him on TV. Why is he loading potato chips here? But they were huge stars, bigger than some of the big names like Yastrzemski, although don't tell him that.
Talk about some of the other celebrities that came out of this Candlepin television craze.
Yeah, Stacia Zernicke, who was the queen of Candlepin bowling. She probably made more appearances than any other woman, at least in the early years. So Tommy Olsta, you had somebody like Charlie Jutras from the western part of the state, Tony Murray, his daughter, Baldinelli. I mean, don't get me going, because what'll happen is I'll get calls from people. You didn't mention my name. What Greg said, who are some of the big stars?
Well, you did mention some pretty famous Candlepin celebrities, but I was thinking more like, Ralph Cramden, Al Bundy, Homer Simpson.
Right.
I mean, real famous bowlers, right?
Homer Simpson hated Boston until he came and he tried Candlepin bowling, and he said, Marge, I like this game. You get 3 balls in Candlepin bowling, and suddenly he loved Boston.
Wamosett Lanes. Don't be thrown off by the word lanes. Between the amazing food, cocktails, and arcade, this place is a massive entertainment complex that includes several golf simulators.
I just want to show you what type of an athlete I am. I'm wearing bowling shoes while I'm golfing virtually. Oh, hell yeah!
Nice. Woo!
How far did that go?
138.
138, you're the driver, that's horrible.
Invented in the early 1970s, golf simulators were a game changer from the beginning, providing a way for golfers to get in 9 or 18 holes any day, rain or shine, especially here in New England, where the winters can be quite brutal.
Oh my God. That was awful.
I think I know what his problem was. It's golf. I think his problem is golf. It was the backspring. It was him holding the club just in general.
That was horrible. Is that a mulligan?
A mulligan in golf is a free chance to replay a shot without penalty after a bad stroke. It's a common practice in casual rounds to help speed up play and make the game more fun. Just don't try it on the PGA Tour.
Excellent. If that goes farther than 138 yards,
I don't know about that. I think maybe you got 60 yards out of it.
141 yards.
41. Are you kidding me? 141 yards? I think I got more grass than ball.
My golf game, not good. Pretty much about as good as my bowling game. I think I'll head back to the bar and sink my sorrows in another Wamisit Lane signature cocktail.
You're gonna start off with a 12-ounce glass with ice. You're going to take 3 ounces of white crayon strawberry. You are gonna use strawberry puree and peach puree, a squirt each. And then you are going to take about 2 ounces of pink lemonade and give it a good shake. Going to rim your glass with coconut puree and then dip it into some sanding sugar. And then you do a garnish of pink peach gummy bears. And here is our famous cocktail, the Princess Peach.
I love pink lemonade. This is actually an adult version of the pink lemonade. Summertime in New England, you can't beat that, but I'll drink it any time of year. How's that?
That's right. This moment is all mine. It's time for me to shine in the spotlight. All that stands in my way is a 7-10 split.